The people you have around you is the most important thing in the world. And not only. Because I now understand that you should have at least one person who's like super close, like a brother to you. And now I want to explain why is that. And before that, please subscribe. It will help me a lot and also to this channel. I'm going to tell you about my mom, a 49-year-old woman, and to show you why the people you have around you, it's the most important thing in the world. Not your family, the people you choose. My mother, she is in a relationship for more than 20 years with a horrible person, okay? Horrible. They are together obviously since I was a child. It was never a father figure. It was never anything. He would say hi to me once a week. She's with him until this day, even after hurting and lying to her and to me, because she's afraid of being alone. She sees herself as stupid. She sees herself as a person who just can't handle life by her own, while she is the one who was providing and doing everything by herself all of the years, and her partner was just there. So, but she still don't believe it. My mom, she's deaf, and they have this deaf friends group, okay? And deaf, as my mom is saying, from her point of view and from deaf people point of view, deaf people and people who can hear are very different. Okay, so she has her own friends group. Most of the people there have also unhealthy relationship. Most of the people there are also like have their own traumas and stuff. They are all like Soviet. Okay, so they are in Soviet, like in the past, they were crazy, and they still crazy until this day. So yeah, and she has this friend, who they are friends for something like 10 years, because my mother's partner, he is older than my mom in 20 years. His son, this is his wife. And in the deaf community, at least the Soviet deaf community, for some reason, you are like it's very common and normal to hang out with like your parent, to have your parent at the same friends group, even your kids. You invite your 18-year-old kids to your old people, like 50, 60 years old people party if you're deaf. Like it's very common. Okay, so it's very normal that my mother's partner and his son are in the same friends group. Okay, so my mother all of her life was always with her partner. The friends group, it's with her partner, everything. Like he also said to her for years that he doesn't allow her to travel with female friends. So like all of the things she's doing in her life except working, it's with her partner, who is a psychopath. Okay, it's fucking crazy. And 1 year ago, my mom and her friend became closer. In the past, they were like okay, and then there was a beef. And recently, like as I said, 1 year ago, they started to get close. Makes sense, right? Because they are both like with this like same male genetic. They like travel together with the partners, with the father and son. And when they traveled together, they got even closer, and they started to share all of their secrets together. And my mom always felt alone, and my mom always kept herself from people and didn't show her who she truly is, and didn't share her secrets because she like didn't feel that she can trust people. But with her, suddenly she could, and her friend is younger than her in something like 10 years. At first I was like, ugh, because I remember she and my mom were in a beef, so I like didn't like it that now they suddenly close. But I said, okay, who knows? People can change. My mom changed. Now she's like fabulous. Since my mom and her are in a very close relationship, And like father, like son, her friend's partner, who is the son of my mother's partner, is horrible as well. Surprise! So is horrible. It was always horrible. And this is also how they connected because they could like spill the tea, like shit the crap about their partners. She encouraged my mom to go and study nail polish. My mom for years wanted to go and study nail polish, but you know, you don't want to. It's very comfortable to do what you already know what it's to do. Yeah, I know she cleans houses for 20 years, but this is the comfort zone. She said she wants to learn, but she didn't do that. And her friend was always like telling her, go and learn, go and learn. So she went and studied nail polish. And then her friend is a hairdresser. So now my mom and her friend are searching for like they're looking for places to rent to open their own hair salon and nail salon, you know, beauty salon. I was like, what? My mom, who just gave up on her life and the only thing that brings her joy is to order dresses on the internet and going out every weekend and like running away from life, she wants to open her own place. I am teaching her how to be nicer to herself, and I'm not judging her, and I forgave her, and she knows that. And I'm always like telling her talk nice about yourself because she was always saying that she's stupid about herself, even as a joke. I said, no, don't joke about those things about yourself. Don't say even as a joke bad things about yourself. Don't say that you're stupid because you will believe that even if it's a joke. No, she truly believes that, and then you become stupid. So I told her, say that you're smart, talk nice about herself. And her friend also believes in that. So they like empowering each other to be more independent, and they spending a lot of time together, and they talk about everything without any mask, just openly talk about everything, share everything. Now her friend like said, fuck it, let's go to Ibiza. So my mom, 49-year-old woman, is next month she's flying to Ibiza with her friend for the first time in her life having a girls trip. And she's super excited about it. And she's like, went to tell this to her partner. They said, no, I'm not allowing it. What about me? And my mother changed since I've changed and put boundaries. I showed my mom that it's not okay how I was growing up and what was the hell is going on with her partner. And over the years, my mom started to change a bit and to feel more confident about herself. Because in the past, she was so scared of losing him. He's a fucking loser. I didn't understand why. She was so scared. And now she's like, told him, I don't ask you. I don't give a shit. This is a girls' trip. And like in the past, my mom couldn't say to him, and she was so scared of pissing him off. And now she just doesn't give a shit. And so my mom's flying to Ibiza. I told my mom, listen, it's not late. Okay, you will be 50 years old. Start to live your life now. Do it. And she really feels like it. And a couple of days ago, she also read books again because this is her friend read books, so now she also read books, and her friend is into the universe and energy, and I believe in that and mindset. And my mom started to also like go into this wonderful rabbit hole. And yesterday, my mom is like called me, sent a message, and asked me for my ID. Because I was always the person who was doing all the things and managing all the things because she's deaf. So I had to be the one who's making all the calls. And since I was a child, so I know her ID, but she doesn't know mine. And I said, okay, there you go, for what? And she told me that she just did life insurance. Like when she will face the end, she would have something to give me. I'm her only child. and she told me like that her friend did this also with her son. She has one child, and she also did this just in case, like so she could have something to give to her child. And my mom did this as well, and I was like, whoa, like they are very close for 1 year. And my mom, I never thought to myself that I will receive something from my mom, like in heritage. Yeah, it's a heritage. Yeah, it's a heritage. This is what it's called, like when you receive assets and money. I didn't think that I would receive a dime. So, and it's okay. Like I didn't like, I can't wait for my money. But I was like, my mom is putting money every month aside so she would have something to give me when she will pass. And now immediately the first reaction was like, tfu tfu tfu, you know, like no no no. And I said like it was weird. I was shocked. I was like, huh? What? My, my mom is thinking about doing something for me. My mom cares to leave me something when she will be gone. And then I was like, okay, thanks. And yeah, she's like, yeah, you are my only child. And then I really like let it sink, and I wrote her, thank you so much. Like I appreciate that you're thinking about me and putting money every month for me to give me in the hopefully in the future. But just the gesture is nice that I never thought that it would happen. And she said, "Yeah, my friend did this with her son, so now I'm," and I just see that my mom is changing for the better because her friend is influencing her, and they influence each other to be more independent, to think about themselves, and to think about their children, because they had this life that they weren't thinking about. My mom told her friend that her friend doing the same mistakes with her son that my mom did with me. So they're like teaching each other and encouraging each other, and therefore they are changing for the better. And this is why not only you should choose the right people around you, you should have at least one very close friend that is like the best influence ever, that will truly influence your life in the most magical way. And I just so excited to see who my mother will become in like a year. I'm so excited for her, and yeah, I'm really happy because this is all I ever wanted for me to have as a mom, and for her to live her life. I truly always believe that she can get another opportunity, but she just need to make the change, and this is the hardest thing. And who knew that if you have at least one very close person to you, it's way more easier and way more faster. It's way more faster, yeah, to make the change. So thank you so much for listening. I hope that I helped you today in some way. Thank you, and I wish you a magical day full of magical adventures. Please subscribe my channel. It will help me a lot, as I said, and find this one special person who will make your life the greatest thing that could happen to you.